Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. There are two fractions to Ohanaeze Ndigbo. One the people love, the other the people feel was superimposed on them. While one of the fractions have decided to talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he's blowing really hot. He has he's should I call it berating? Should I call it scolding? Should I call it warning? We'll all find out in a moment what he's telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he should be worried about it anyway. But before we go into the newspaper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Professor George Obiozor, as at today, restated that Igbos are not at war with Nigeria. He said Ndigbo would continue their effort to pursue justice, peace, and fairness in their relations with everybody in Nigeria. President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Professor George Obiozor. The reason why they keep mentioning his name is because we have actually two President General. They are still slugging it out. Time will tell who will eventually emerge. But each one of them is bearing that name, President General. That's why he's mentioning his name, Obiozor, Professor, so that you will know the difference. But let's continue with the news. Obiozor disclosed. He disclosed this at a grand reception in his honor by Ndigbo Lagos at the Civic Center, Victoria Island. That's Lagos. He also warned those making utterances that have tendencies to put Ndigbo in danger to desist from it. He said, everybody should stop utterances or actions that will or have the tendencies to put Ndigbo in present and immediate danger or in harm's way. That is what my message is in this matter. Igbo are not at war with Nigeria. I want it to be noted very clearly, and we are not planning to have a separate existence from Nigeria. People should make no mistake about it. That means he's telling IPOB, please calm down. There's nothing like secession. We are one Nigeria. Let's continue. On the issue of Biafra, it is well beyond the capacity of young men to resolve. Biafra is a collective dilemma of Ndigbo, and it is not a child's play. Okay? When speaking about Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra agitation, Obiozor said Biafra is not a child's play. It requires matured and experienced handling. Children should stop playing with fire, and children shouldn't be playing with fire. As Nnamdi Kanu is playing with fire, he's a child. Let's continue. Nnamdi Kanu is one of us. He's our son. Okay, you see, he's a child. He's our son. He's our child. Let's continue. He's our son, and he must listen to some of us because he's one of us. Okay? The former ambassador of Nigeria to the United States of America described the security situation in Igbo land as a matter of concern and national emergency. The greatest affliction of man is insecurity. With insecurity, nothing happens. It is the greatest challenge facing Ndigbo in particular and Nigeria at large. However, we thank God that the Southeast governors themselves share this feeling and have started taking steps, particularly about the anti-open grazing ban. A great step which we believe is the right step to take towards handling security challenges in Igbo land. He also spoke on restructuring, urging the Ndigbos to pursue it with pride and dignity, saying that Nigeria must be restructured in order to lessen intimidating tension among ethnic nationalities and move the country forward. According to him, restructuring will address the issue of hostility and hostile contact among Nigerians and reduce tension. On his part, Ndigbo Lagos President, as Major General Obi Umahi, retired, described the event as a homecoming for Obiozor. He, however, urged him to collaborate with southeastern governors to give considerations and attention to three areas which are security of Igbo, requiring an urgent need for the state police, restructuring of the country, and the precedent of Igbo extraction come 2023. Ndigbo are not asking for too much. They are only asking for equity and fairness in a country they have contributed so much to its development. he said, wow, that is quite an interesting read, I must say. The Professor Biozo, which is one of the one arm of Yohannes Ndibo president, the other one should be Chidibe. That one is also claiming strongly that he's also a president general of Yohannes Ndibo. Now he's saying that this issue of Biafra agitation is not for children. He's saying this for those who are matured minds and those who have experience. And he said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our son. So obviously, he said that there should also be known that Dindi was not seceding out of Nigeria, which means he's trying to tell IPOB, forget your agitation, because if there's anything we should be doing, we should be restructuring Nigeria. I don't know how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will take it. I also do not know how IPOB will take this. But I've noticed that sometimes you see some IPOB member calling Ohaneze Ndoshi, Ohaneze Ndori, Ohaneze Ishi. All manner have been given to that name simply because they feel that Ohaneze Ndibo are not really representing the Ndibos. But I think it's a case of challenges within the Ohaneze Ndibo. Maybe by the time they will resolve who the general president general is, and that way maybe a lot of persons will begin to know who is speaking for who at a particular time. But the issue of Biafra agitation, I don't know, but judging by the way things are going, everybody needs to sit on a round table. The way Nigeria is going, a lot of persons are even thinking of leaving. Probably because of, not probably, simply because of the insecurity. It's quite obvious. So while it's saying that we're thinking of restructuring, look, I feel that this whole thing, dialogue is important. You can't just wake up one morning and tell people who have been agitating for this Biafra for God knows how long, tell them that they should just forget it, that they will not agitate for it again, that they should just think of restructuring. You worsen the situation, they won't listen to you. If you want them to listen, call them to a round table. Find out from them, why are you agitating? There's something about speaking your mind. You are grieved, you speak your mind. You halfway into it, you pour out your burden. Yes, you will hurt, you'll be vexed, really. But the more you're vexed, the more you pour out that negative energy, the better you will feel. So while you don't allow them to speak, you just tell them to just shut their mouth up and just listen. It may not work. Okay, everybody tempers are rising. I feel that even the Ohanese, if they can even, keep their own house first in order, then they can easily call up to IPOB, MASOB, as many who have been agitating for Biafra, and find out why they're agitating, and if there is hope for them to be cajoled to restructuring. Other than that, and even the hope of cajoling them, I don't know. Some people have even sworn that except they get it, they would. It's either that or nothing. Well, let's see how it plays out. But I do know that IPOB will definitely reject this sermon.